We stopped in here on the way to the sprayer this morning, checked the water for these heifers, and it's still pretty good. I filled it yesterday, but they have not drank anything yet today. They'll be coming in shortly for water. In fact, they're filing off the hill here now and will be here shortly. So I'm gonna put a little gas in this pump jack and maybe just a partial tank today so we don't run too much water over. Kind of an old school way to pump water, but it's still going to be effective. All mechanical pump rod down in the well. Also could be used with a windmill to pump this setup also, but we have this little gas engine on here with this pump jack that turns it. That didn't work very good. Try to get you set back up here. We'll see if you'll stay there for a second. So I was saying this lifts up and down and physically lifts the old pump. So we'll see if the old Honda will start today. Oh yeah, reliable as ever. They're coming for a drink now. You can kind of see them coming off the hill up there, coming down for some water. So primarily all my videos at this point have been farming type videos, but we also do run cow-calf pairs and have a beef operation here on our farm. Have had forever. And these are our yearly replacement heifers. You'll see here it just takes a minute for the pump. There she comes. Pump some water. The girls will much appreciate that today. As you can see, it just got a pulley that spins, got some old school gears in that box there, and lifts the pump rod up and down, and so we get water. So we're off the sprayer today, and hopefully it works pretty good. Kind of hoping for an earlier start this morning to get to the field, but had a really heavy dew last night, and as you can see there, every step is kicking up water. It's also kicking up something else that you might have a hard time seeing. Let's see if I can find one. I see them hopping around, but they're not showing up on the video very good. These little stinking grasshoppers. Had them bad last year. We were hoping that we could avoid them this year. There you see one crawling there. But they're going to be around. So we're going to have to deal with that. Not real excited about it. Quite a bit of guys sprayed last year, tried to save some crops, and for the most part it seemed like that was kind of done in vain. Lots of resources and money laid out there, and grasshoppers were still very busy. So not sure if we're going to try it this year or not. We're just going to kind of see how it goes. So we'll catch you in a bit. Just thought I'd give you a little update on some of our earlier projects here this morning as I getting ready to head out to the field. You see over here, this is that field that we disked up earlier this spring and seeded in safflower with great hopes and dreams of successful crops. And as you can clearly see, the field is still pretty much brown. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, that's obviously we're having a disaster here. And it took me a while to figure out what was going on. Safflower sprouted decent, came up pretty quickly, relatively quickly. But the more rain we got, the nicer the growing conditions got, the worse that it looked. I was baffled. And then the other day I was driving by and I said to myself, that looks like a chemical residue issue, because it's just dying. Then the light bulb came on. Last summer, late in the summer, this field over here had a bunch of nasty weed. It's called mare's tail, and it's kind of tough to get rid of. So I did the right thing, and I came out here and I sprayed it with a great chemical to kill it, and did a great job. But what it did is it left a residue in our soil that affects broadleaves, and safflower is a broadleaf. No, we do not consider it a weed, but it's still a broadleaf plant. So, long story short, I totally messed that up and cost us a big field of safflower here. So what we're going to do as soon as we can get here with equipment is we'll spray this out, kill what little bit it is growing, and we'll reseed it to probably spring wheat. It's getting late in the season. If we can get here within the next few days, we'll do spring wheat. If we can't, if we feel like it's past the spring wheat window, we will probably put maybe some millet or some sorghum, some kind of forage, and salvage a little bit out of it. As you can see, this corner down here, just there's a little bit of safflower here. Now, if it all looked like this, we would probably consider it a success, but most of it looks like that. You see the line there? Yeah. And as the days go by, it's getting browner and browner as we go. So, yep, not working there. I guess everything can be a lesson. Oh man, that is a dirty window. Whew. I was just gonna come across the road here. Literally 300 feet, kitty corner across the highway here, is another field that we seeded on corn stubble that did not have chemical residue on it. And as you can see, oh, success. Safflower. So, yeah, you live, you learn, and you realize that sometimes you're the guy that gets to have the wrecks. Well, here we are up the sprayer. Man, there's got a lot. Man, we got grass. Good grief, it's been a good spring for grass. It's getting a little drier. Sun's out, we got a little breeze. I think by the time I get things filled up and kicked off here, we're going to be doing pretty good. Here's the Flexicoil. And I know probably a lot of you guys are just going to be like, man, what an idiot for what he uses for his spraying rig. But hey, it's what I got. We make it work. I understand there's such better ways out there. I see these great trailers and stuff everybody has, and I know that it worked great, but this is what we got. I use this cone here for putting my chemical in, and I just got just run 2-inch plumbing. So hook up direct here, and I actually, with the Flexicoil, the way the system was plumbed, I actually can suck water with my sprayer pump, so I don't have to use a gas-powered pump if I don't want. Sometimes I do. It is faster if I use the little gas-powered pump, but with the hydraulic pump, it puts it in fast enough, because if it goes much faster, I can't even get my chemical in before my tank's full, so it kind of defeats the purpose. So it's a simple, effective, works for me. So we're using it for now with hopes of a better setup in the future, but things come with time. So we're gonna start things up. I'm probably not gonna video. This pump is loud and it's just kind of a whiny sound, and it'd just be kind of boring to sit there and listen to that. So we're gonna get things moving here this morning. Get started up, get filled up. We have about I think about 140, maybe 150 acres left to get over this morning. So we'll get loaded up. We'll go do that, and then we're hopefully going to get things moved to Cedar, and hopefully this afternoon at some point we get some seed in the ground again. Get towards finishing up this seeding season. So we're gonna get things rolling. I'll just step out here and just kind of give you a little look at how this pump works, I guess, real quick. It is kind of loud. Water comes in here, hook up, goes back to my pump, comes back through the strainer, up into this valve manifold here, goes out through my agitation, open this up, goes out through there, goes out this way, and back over into the tank. And then we have our container rinse here, and our water supply for our tank here. As you can see here, we can start that up. Just incorporate our chemicals, then we can rinse our jugs and whatnot as well. So it works pretty good. Better than having to climb up there and dump them in the top, I guess. We'll let that run for a second, get our water hooked up, and get going here. So we'll catch you in a bit. We're at the field here. Just got to the field here now. We're gonna unfold this thing and get rolling. Some of the wheel boom sprayers, you just had to pull into the field and then back up, and the wheels would catch and it would roll the booms out all the way. And oh man, I hit that hard. And then they would lock down. This one has, they call it the power assist option. It's a hydraulic assist option that swings them out, which works so much better because you don't have to trample down half an acre worth of crop trying to get your sprayer folded out. So you just put it out. Then you do have to back up just a touch to get those latches down there to lock. And you just let her down. That's all there is to it. A little breeze today, but the windscreens are gonna work for us. We're gonna have no issues with that. So we're gonna kick this off this morning here. Finally got out to the field. We got a pretty good chunk. We're just kind of up in a corner on a hill now, but it ranges over there a ways, and we're going to get that finished up hopefully, and we'll be on to the next project. So that's what we're working for today. If we run into anything else exciting, we'll make sure we grab it for you. Talk to you later.